So, Willie, how is it working with the next generation, and what's your take on the subject? I mean, is it really is it the challenge? Is it the problem? Is it a great idea to have a next generation in the business?
So, good evening, everyone. And I have a very different perspective about this whole issue. And that is, I think we are all taking a very narrow and restrictive approach towards the whole issue. One needs to take an enlightened approach to looking at one generation and the other generation. We are all just one, all right? And we have separated ourselves in terms of some kind of artificial partitioning by age, experience, and whatever social economics that happen in the family dynamics. So I look back in terms of starting early. How did it all work out in terms of your family? Starting early, I remember Ashton used to love coming to the office, all right? So every day, whenever we went, he would say, Ma, I really want to come with you, or Dad, I want to come with you. And that was the kind of motivation. So we would ask him, what would you do there? And his idea was, I will draw mountains over there. Again, aspirational drawing, if anyone to analyze the drawing aspect of it. But you see that it begins at a very early age, I feel, that you can inspire and plant the seeds of that generation getting awakened to the idea of working with you. And I think those seeds are very important to sow early in life. And then slowly, of course, comes the education base and the generational differences in the education that have grown are fascinating today. So, of course, technology, digital learning, all those things become a part of one's learning. And as we've grown into our family, we realize certain skills which are so important. Communication is so important because without communication, really, the generational gap will get exaggerated. To understand the person at that level, Ashton, I hope I do that, is very important because open communication, frank and trusting communication, I think, is at the root of this game. I'm calling it a game because it is ultimately a play which we should all enjoy. It is a leela. We are all transferring our responsibilities to the next gen, and that's such a wonderful thing. Again, looking at it from a different perspective, I feel that we need to see what businesses we are in. Are we into social business? Are we into segments which impact consumers? Are we into marketing? And each one will need a different approach, I feel, rather than just having a very prototype succession plan which is doled out by consultants today. Sorry, not intending.
I'm an academic.
Yes. So,
Taking a dig at me.
okay. I feel that flexibility of approach needs to be looked at very definitely. And then as we go along, I think we can discuss so many other factors. But I remember that Harvard, of course, was the place to go to. So when I told Ashton, would you like to go and pursue your education at another university in the US? He was absolutely adamant about it. He says, no, India is the best, mummy. Don't you know that? For education. And I really salute him for that because in that process of discovery, I gave him education which was complete grounding of his own self-realization, which is teach him meditation, which awakened within him creativity, innovativeness, and ability to be confident and create things which were different, all right, and gave him that opportunity. Also, his communication today, I think, because of that, is great. And there are so many different qualities that have blossomed. And I feel that each of us as parents should give that blossom time to our children rather than push them into a business slot or a managerial slot or a competitive leader slot. Let each one develop, grow their potentials, and then join the business, because then it will definitely succeed.
That's
So
a
the
very good-
successor has to first succeed to be really successful, is my thinking.
That's really beautiful. Very beautiful thought. Absolutely.